Hello and welcome to Chapter 4, Lesson 5. Today we're going to be dividing greater digit numbers. Our goal today is that you would be able to divide greater digit numbers by multi-digit divisors. Alright, let's look at this first problem here. It says a large city has a total of 22,250 students that ride a bus to school. There are 75 different schools within the city. How many students are dropped off at each school if an equal number of students are dropped off at each school? So my goal here is to do 22,500 divided by 75. Okay, so we first need to figure out where we're going to place the first digit. Can I do 2 divided by 75? No. 22 divided by 75? No. So I'm going to take 225 and divide it by 75. Okay, so I'm going to guess, well, 75 plus 75 is 150. 150 plus 75, oh, look at that, 3. So 75 times 3 is 225. So I'm left with 0. I'm going to bring it on down and divide. 0 divided by 75 is 0. So then I multiply. 75 times 0 is 0. And I subtract. Bring it on down. 0 divided by 75, 0. Multiply 75 by 0, I get 0. Subtract, I get 0. Okay. So that one was a pretty easy, on the easy side of one. So 22,500 divided by 75 is 300. Since S equals 300, that means that 300 students are dropped off at each school. All right, let's try another one. All right, so first we're going to estimate here. So we're going to say 152 is about 150. So if I say 45 divided by 15, that would be 3. Okay, and then I see what zeros can cancel each other out. So I'm left with 2 left over. So this one's going to get me an answer of about 300 again. And that tells me about where I should start. Okay, so when I'm looking at 465 divided by 152, I should start with 3. So I'm going to see what is 152 times 3. 6. 5 times 3 is 15. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 more is 4. So I get 456. Wow, that got me really close. Nice. So it is 3. And then I'm going to subtract 456. When I subtract that, I get 9. So bring it on down, my 93. 93 divided by 152. I can't do it, so I put a 0. Multiply 152 by 0, and I get 0. So I'm going to subtract now. Bring it on down. So now I'm doing 934 divided by 152. Okay, so here, I know it's going to be about 6, so like 150, how many can I get into 90? Well, 2 150s makes 300, so that means 4 would make 600, that means 6 would make 900. So let's try that. What is 152 times 6? 12, 31. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 3 is 9. I get 912. Nice. Okay, so it goes in there 6 times. When I multiply 152 and 6, then I get 912. And when I subtract, I get 4 minus 2 is 2. 3 minus 1 is 2. So I have a remainder of 22. So you can see we just kind of keep going. We just keep bringing down the next number, dividing it, what we get for our difference, bring it down. We just kind of keep following that same order over and over, the same pattern. If I can bring something down, then I do bring it down. Okay, let's try one more problem. Okay, so I'm going to take 91 divided by 51. 1 fits in there. 51 times 1 is 51. So then I subtract. Bring it on down. And bring it on back to the top where we divide. 409 divided by 51. So 2 50s make 100. Okay, so if I want to know how many 400 would make, so I have 2 makes 100, 4 makes 200, 6 makes 300, 8 makes 400. So I'm going to see what is 51 times 8. Notice how I'm doing that. I work off to the side. 8 times 1 is 8. 8 times 5 is 40. Wow, nice. Okay, 51 times 8 is 408. When I subtract that, I'm left with 1. Now I need to bring down my 8. 18 divided by 51, can't do it. So then I do 51 times 0, I get 51, I'm going to be subtracting 0, so I'm left with 18. Bring down my next 8. How many 51s get into 188? And say 3. And 51 times 3 is 153. 8 minus 3 is 5. 8 minus 5 is 3. 1 minus 1 is 0. So my answer is 1,803. Remainder 35. All right, and that's all that I have for you today. We're just going to get lots of practice in so we can be division experts. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.